Welcome to Messin' Around Monday. This is the boys. We are back. We are here on a Monday morning for you all, and we've got some messing around to do. So we're excited you're here. We got some press releases to catch up on. Last week, our Pixar draft went kind of long, but it was a very fun draft. So if you've not listened to it, go back and listen. It was actually an auction. So we had a Pixar auction. This past week, we also had another interview that on our All Weather Fans segment. So that was a lot of fun as well. So we have a lot of good content that's been out recently. I know it's summertime, schedules are crazy. If you haven't been locked in with us, I suggest going back, getting caught back up because there's a lot of good stuff there. But today we've got some messing around to do. We've got some Fat to Fast coming at you. We've got press releases. I've heard that we have some food for thoughts out the wazoo today. Hundreds of food for thoughts coming at you. So big episode today, boys. How are we feeling?
Feeling great. We got Chef Tins with us. He's now called Chef. And then Zach rocking the mustache. So we got Chef and the mustache here. But I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm giving out nicknames all of a sudden. We're gonna talk some sports as well. I know, because today on a Messing Around Monday, we are sports heavy. We got a lot riding on. We'll get into that, but super pumped today.
I do have a story about my mustache. So for those of you who are not listening on YouTube, the last couple of weeks, I'm like, what would be kind of interesting? I literally don't do anything different with my beard. I just trim the whole thing and it's like, whatever, it just stays there. And so I decided just to trim my face pretty short and leave my mustache long and just see what happens. It's kind of a trend right now. I don't know. There's a lot of like actors who do this kind of thing where you just leave like some stubble on the face and then you leave the mustache. Mason sort of rocks that kind of look,
Sometimes, yeah. Actors, baseball pitchers,
right,
Zach.
Baseball. So like Henry Cavill kind of has done this look for a while. Very, very cool guy, very attractive, handsome man, does this. And then so whenever I showed my wife, who has, just to her credit, has always been against shaving my face in any amount of way. The beard works, and so we're going with it. She's like, "You look like Maddie Matheson, kind of."
Oh,
and I
no.
was like, "Oh, that I know where she's coming from, and it was coming from a good place." But I was like, of all the people in the world who have this, that's who you went with right there.
Shout out to our guy Matty Madison. He's
Matty Madison's a great guy. Yeah, he's on The Bear. We love him. He puts out some great food content. Shout him out if he wants to come on the pod. He's welcome anytime. But he weighs probably like 500 pounds estimated. He's a very large individual,
big fella.
So that was a tough break for me.
With some tough tattoos. He's not exactly who you aspire to look like.
Right. Like got the messy hair and like overalls and he's yeah. So that was how that went. So I think we know my wife's opinion on the mustache at this point. It's probably going away soon. We're going to have to grow all of it back out. But that was a tough look for me yesterday. It's going to be short-lived, I think.
Very short-lived.
So the other thing happening in my life is we're looking for a car currently, which is just the hits keep coming. So some backstory. I own a 2009 Volkswagen Jetta that we bought used for like $3,000 like 4 years ago. And it's been pretty good. It's been a pretty reliable car for us. Over time, it's started to get some significant wear and tear. About a year ago, I got rear-ended. It was not my fault. I was sitting at a red light, and the guy came up and hit me. Not my fault at all. And so we got paid out by insurance like $5,000. So if you're doing the math, we've made money off this car already. And driven it for 4 years. So the thing is they totaled it, and I was like, "Oh, we can still drive this." So we're still driving it. The entire back end is not good. I mean, it's dented. It doesn't look good. It's never looks very good, but it's still drivable. We're coming to a point with a new baby where it's like, we probably should not put a baby in this car for very much longer. So we're looking for a new car. And car shopping is the worst thing. It sucks. I I stumbled onto this YouTube train where I was watching YouTube videos of this guy who's like a salesman, and he was like coaching other salesmen about how to like sell. What was his name? Andy Elliott. Are you familiar?
No.
He's your like typical like tool bag
Car
salesman,
salesman.
like hyper aggressive car salesman, like always be closing. You just dominate the. And so I've been watching. I've kind of honestly been studying up on like their sales tactics, so I know
Defend
how to beat
yourself.
them. Yeah, he was like, I don't know. Everything he does is pretty much horrible. Like he's like, I'm gonna offer this guy a drink, and even if he says he doesn't want it, I'm gonna keep insisting until he takes it. Because if he takes a drink from me, it means he has to give me something back. And I'm like, car salesmen. I'm sure there are good car salesmen out there, but I do not like them. They scare me.
I
So
know what we can do. Instead of you buying a car,
yeah,
we just find a sponsor that will give you a car in exchange for ads on our podcast.
bingo.
So bingo bango, we just start with that and
Yep.
till it takes off. So car
Yeah.
dealerships that are listening, I know you're out there. Give
Yep.
Zach a car. Hashtag give
I'll
Zach a
put it.
car.
I'll put a
Trending
sticker
on
on the
Twitter.
side of it of your logo on it. Anybody, any sponsor.
Wrap the
So
whole vehicle.
my hands are like covered in dirt and oil, and my face is too. I've been under so I'm trying to fix the car. It's broken again. So we're trying to prolong this as much as possible, but I think we're on the last stretches of this. So we're gonna have to get a car that can hold a small child safely, and that's where we're at. So you could say we're having fun.
So no minivan yet.
We are hoping to not do. We're definitely not doing a minivan. We're going with a mid-size SUV or a full-size SUV. That's kind of the question. It's like whether you want to do a 2-row or 3-row, just for potential growth. Just have a couple
Yeah.
seats. I know Tins, you got the 3rd row,
We've
and
yeah,
you
we
guys
got a
use it a
minivan.
lot.
We started with the Nissan Rogue, and it was just very
Mhm.
tight after we had our second kid.
Yeah,
So I would suggest a full size SUV. That's what we had planned for, and then we found a minivan. And Morgan was like, "All right, I guess we'll rock the minivan."
wow,
She
minivan
fought it as
people.
hard as
Yeah,
she could, but it's been
now
worth
you got
the
number 3
investment.
coming, so it's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the TV's in it, all that
Mm.
good stuff to keep them entertained. But I don't know. I like driving it. It's pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, Honda Pilot's definitely on our list as a full size with like a 3rd row. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice. Definitely not going with a brand new car, but we found a couple that we like, so we've went and test drove them and stuff. So getting the process started, it's always a blast,
Always the most fun. As a guy
especially with a
who's
small baby you have to take
yeah,
care of, and like the options are find someone to come watch her or take her with you on
take
test
her with
drives.
you.
Which,
That might be worth it to take her with you. That could maybe speed up the process of the whole. Because as a
Paperwork.
guy who's
make them
spent a
feel
lot of
sorry for you.
time,
Is that the goal?
no, for them to hurry up with all the paperwork and stuff. Maybe they'll feel sorry for you, take some money off of it. But as a guy who has bought a lot of cars and sat at the dealerships for an unnecessary amount of time for no reason, feel like maybe it would speed it up if Ellery's screaming at the top of her
Could be.
lungs, like, "Well, sorry, you got to hurry up with this paperwork so we can leave." Maybe they'll hurry
Just
up.
pencil in a couple of the things by themselves. Be like, we'll
Yeah.
skip this. Get to the good parts.
Yeah, last time I bought a car, Tinsley went with me, and we were literally there from like open to close. And I don't know why it took so long, just waiting and looking around, and then more waiting. And then
They
when we
make it really
finally,
painful. Yeah.
It's true.
they
I
really
went
do.
with him
I
for
mean,
him to get a car, and then I bought one.
that's how that
How
worked
they
out.
get you.
But they were like, "Oh yeah, we got pizza over there," and I was like, "I'm getting my money's worth if we're going to be here for 5 hours." And I just spent that much money on a car, so I think
And he
I ate
still
my
has the car.
weight in pizza, and I still have the car holding strong.
I,
2016. How many cars has Tins went through since
I
my
think
one
5.
car?
I think I've had 5 different cars
Oh
since
my
I bought
gosh.
the Chevy Sonic, and then that was the car I bought with you. But yeah, no, I've
Yep.
gone through I think 5,
And Zach was talking about getting rear-ended and
more
getting
than
money.
5.
I have a huge dent in my car door, and I've left it because I got $1,200, and I was like, the car still drives fine, so
Bingo.
$1,200 or fix it. And I was like, $1,200. So there you go.
Yeah.
You
It's
can always figure
be
out
worth it.
mine by the dent in the side of the vehicle.
It's true.
So,
If you see a car with a dent, it's probably Mason's.
Yep. Any car. Also, I'll just throw it in here, listeners at home. If you hear my kids, they're playing. They're playing now. They were fighting. I already
That's
texted
fine.
Morgan. Morgan was like, I said, "Hey, any chance they could take it down a level?" She said, "This is them taking it down a level." So
we'll take what we can get.
just take what we can get.
I'm sure
But
my
having
dog
so much
Thanos will
fun.
be barking in a hot minute anyway, so we'll just get all of the background sounds.
Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome. All right. Do we want to do some press releasing or some thinking about food? Or do we want to
You
knock
want to do
out
fat to fast first?
Yeah, fat to fast. Yes, let's do
Okay.
it.
So
this,
fat to fast,
this is a good
everybody.
one. This is a good update.
Yes, this is.
This is a
I'm
good
excited.
Yeah, considering what
Your heart
you
exploding.
Heart's
Spoiler
fine.
alert.
Listen, guys. It is so. This is week 4. I'm officially finished with week 4. It's been a journey for sure. My mileage ramped up last week. I think I did 9 miles total. And so this week I think I'm on track for probably 10 or 11. So every week we're kind of trying to increase our mileage a little bit. My long run was 4 miles. My goal was to do it with no walking and at a pretty consistent pace the whole time. That was my only goal. And so I settled in about 11-minute pace, and I was like, okay, I guess this is where we're at. And so it actually went pretty well. I will say without walking, your heart rate doesn't really get a chance to take a break. And so you end up just continuing to climb the entire way. I will say this was after about a mile, I felt pretty terrible. I was like, there's no way I'm going 4 miles without a break. And so I feel pretty proud that I actually did the whole thing. But after a mile, it was already kind of getting cooked. And then my third mile was a little slower because I was dying. And then my 4th mile was whenever I kind of just kicked it up. I was like, you know what? If I run a little faster, I'll be done sooner. And so I kind of did that. But I did it without walking. And so it was about 11-minute pace right at it, 43 and a half minutes overall. So I feel really good about that. This week we're upping it to 5 miles. My heart rate did get up to about 196, I think, right at the very end.
just a slight 196.
It's probably not good. I think I mentioned that 180 is kind of where I'd like to max out. I'm a person that once he gets going with like a goal when you're running, I would almost rather like die than not make it. And so I'm pretty much putting myself I'm like, you know what? If I don't do this, I'm going to be the whole next week. I'm just going to be like annoyed that I didn't do it. And I'm just going to be like, why didn't you just push through and finish it? And so I did. So I don't know if that's good or not. I hope I don't push it too hard. I know with this kind of long distance training, you kind of have to listen to your body. But my body said, your heart is bursting out of your chest, but keep going, you coward. That's what my body was saying.
You said you would rather die than not hit this goal. I'm sure your
Correct.
wife and young child would agree. They'd rather you
they want my goals to happen as
in your neighborhood running than not hit that pace, baby.
The goal was important to me. Yeah, dying is not good. I didn't feel like I was going to die.
Last thing about hearts exploding, you won't know until it's exploded.
That's true. I've been keeping track of some of my metrics, especially cardio related. I feel like my legs are still trying to catch up to this a lot of motion all of a sudden. If you look at my VO2 numbers, back when I was like last year around this time, they were super good because I was working out a lot and stuff. And around May, after about a month of sitting at home a lot with the baby and being off work, my VO2 was in the absolute dumps. Like it was so low. And it's already started to climb back up though with about 4 weeks of running and going on walks and doing some more cardio and stuff. So I feel pretty good about that. My resting heart rate's already started to come down some. So I feel like we're moving in a good direction. I've stumbled onto running YouTube, which is a pretty interesting place. because most people that YouTube about running aren't running 11-minute miles and dying after 4. They're running like 5-minute mile marathons and things like that. And so it's a little bit intimidating to watch them because they're just flying. I watched a little documentary thing about the guy who ran a 2-hour marathon. There's no way I'm going to run a 2-hour half marathon. That would be very fast. I mean, that's like it's like almost a 9-minute pace, and there's no way I'm hitting that. So this guy is just absolutely flying for a
real
whole
quick,
marathon.
Zach.
Yeah.
How old are you? 28?
29.
29. Okay, so I learned this in school. You take
Yeah, I know.
220 maximum heart rate. Okay, do you know what it is then?
It's like 180-ish.
Your maximum heart rate would be 191.
Oh,
You should not exceed that.
we're good. That's only 5 above it. I thought it was 180.
Oh.
I'm even better off than I thought.
You take
You shouldn't
220
have told him
minus
that,
your age.
Mason. He's just gonna keep you. Oh, Mason said 190, so I'm fine.
101, that's only 10
No.
over. No big deal.
I'll tell you that my heart rate definitely does go above 191. It's been
Or
there
201,
recently.
yeah.
So we're fine. We've recovered.
No big deal.
Throw your
Okay.
statistics away.
Throw him away.
All heart, Mason.
If I die, I die, he says.
I'm good. Okay. And so, yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel like my body is starting to get there. I still need to lose a lot of weight if I actually want to. Every time I run now, I'm just like, imagine how much easier this would be if I weighed like 20 less pounds than I do now. Like, imagine just taking like a 20-pound backpack and throwing it off, and then how much better you would feel running if you could just do that. So that's at the forefront of my mind right now is if I could lose some weight, I would feel so much better. And I would run so much faster and for longer. So I think that's a continuous step. But I am feeling better, though.
We're rooting for you, Zach.
Thanks,
Proud of you, Zach.
What's the
17 weeks.
What's the goal next week? What's like on the agenda? Is it still 4 miles?
I've got a 5-mile long run. It's my longest run so far. It'll be a survival run. So, and it'll probably be in Asheville. Actually, we're going to Asheville for a wedding, and kind of for our anniversary. We have 5-year wedding anniversary coming up. So,
Nice.
We're going to Asheville. So I'm probably going to get up early and run around Asheville. That'll be pretty neat. I've got, let's see, a cool 2-miler tomorrow just to kind of rest and recover. I've started incorporating some hill repeats, which my neighborhood is very hilly already. So it's like literally just running up and down a hill for like 6 times. And so that's pretty cool. I did it once already and my legs were so sore. It was like, why did I do this? This is horrible. But, it is what it is. That's conditioning for you, I like thinking I'm in that, the Coach Carter, when he just makes them run until they're all like throwing up and stuff. He wasn't worried about their heart rate then. Why would I worry about mine now? You think Coach Carter was worried about heart rates?
Is that a top 5 sports movie?
Coach Carter?
Yeah.
I don't know. We have a draft coming up sometime.
Top 10. Might be a top 10.
5 is...
Top 5's hard.
Top 10 for sure.
I think there should be a category for like best running as a punishment montage. That would be a pretty good category.
One of the River Titans is pretty good.
Yeah. Miracle. I just rewatched it. That one has a pretty good on the ice. Like the guy wants to come and shut off the lights, and he's like, "No more." It's pretty fun. There's a lot of good like run like punishment montages like that. But the Coach Carter one with the guy he leaves and he's coming back, and then he has to. And then all the players start running with him,
They join him. Yep.
Spoiler alert! I haven't got that far.
Dang. Yeah. Okay. We'll think about that. Maybe for the sports movies, we should put some categories like that in. That'd be kind of fun.
Or whoever comes in last place has to do a punishment of running.
Just put it on your list, Mason, of punishment.
Yeah, Mason. Why don't you
do us a few?
Oh, I've got it, Mason.
I got 2 or 3 of them.
All your punishments out. You have to run the half marathon with me in October, but in Crocs.
I was gonna say, where's the
That'd be
punishment?
electric.
I'm sure Mason could run a half marathon right now.
In Crocs. They
That'd be
just like
awesome.
break off of my feet. And let's have them in sports mode, I guess.
That's some good content, Mason. Half marathon is Crocs. People
Or
click
the
on that.
flippers for like swimming, you have to run in those.
Or something like every mile you have to eat a piece of pizza.
Oh, now we're talking.
Ooh.
Vince just like drives alongside us at every mile. Like he stops and just gets Mason pizza, and then I'm just dying.
I'm not
and
running. I'll tell you that.
then... Okay, something there. There's something there, maybe.
There might be something there.
Maybe on
I
one of
might
my
do that.
last training days, or if I'm doing a long run or whatever, I'll just come and you can run it with me and eat pizza.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
I like
You don't
that.
have to pay to be in a marathon. Yeah. We can just run for fun.
Get you trained up.
Yeah.
And I'll probably throw up. All right.
Okay.
Press releases.
Press releases, guys. Let's do it. We
Anyone
didn't do
go
one last week,
first?
so
Oh, I've got a solid one.
okay.
All right.
Hit it.
This is going to be a question for Zach because we have this one thing in common. Zach, you have a daughter, right?
Facts.
I have two daughters.
Right.
They're both our daughters are all very young. We don't have to start thinking about this for a long time. But could you imagine if your 24-year-old daughter brought home her 74-year-old boyfriend? Now imagine that boyfriend is Bill Belichick, Super Bowl winning head coach.
Yeah, that's certainly something. I did see the setup around this, and it's pretty horrifying to be 100% honest. I mean,
Apparently.
you kind of respect the game from not Bill Belichick, but from the 24-year-old who's making money moves right now, presumably.
So apparently, she is now she's an entrepreneur apparently, and they've started a business together, and she is helping him with his investments and such.
Mm-hmm.
But they met on an airplane.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Investments?
Yeah, investments. Okay. They met on an airplane talking about her philosophy homework because she was a philosophy major who minored in business.
Sick.
College student.
Entrepreneur.
I saw somebody, this isn't my like joke, but I saw someone make a joke being like, imagine you being an NFL fan for another team and the Patriots like beat your team constantly every single season, and then your daughter brings home her boyfriend and he retires and you celebrate, and then she brings him home and it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, like if
this one last trick up his sleeve.
This girl's dad's a Jets fan. He's just he's toast. The dad.
I can't wait for the SNL sketch. Like,
yes,
bringing him home to your parents, like coming home from college with a new boyfriend, and be like, Mom, Dad, I want you to be my new boyfriend, and it's Bill Belichick.
It's Bill Belichick.
Like,
her parents are like in their 50s, and
he's older than him for sure. Probably older, like as old as her grandparents. 50-year difference. I mean, that's significant.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Is Bill Belichick not married? Like, or has he been married ever?
No,
that's crazy. I don't know. He's been devoted to football.
Well, he had a long time. He had a long-time girlfriend while he was with the Patriots, and they broke up last summer.
His one devotion was football.
But I mean, he has kids because his son was on his coaching staff.
Huh.
His son's psychopath. They'd show him on like Monday Night Football on the sidelines, and he'd be like sticking his tongue out and screaming. He was a funny character.
It's probably because his dad's dating a 24-year-old.
His dad's girlfriend's younger than he is. His grown son.
By far, yeah, for sure.
He had a spouse from 1977 to 2006.
Oh, so they were married for a long time, 30 years almost.
Okay.
Okay. Playing the field now.
What a way to kick off our press releases there. I can't even follow that. But I guess I will.
Okay.
All right. You guys ever hear of the world's ugliest dog competition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Meet Wild Thing, and I know this is a audio.
We're on
That
YouTube.
is a
on YouTube.
8-year-old. That's right. Go check us out on YouTube. 8-year-old Pekingese, who was crowned 2024 ugliest dog.
I've seen
That
ugly
is.
dogs.
It's the tongue hanging out of the side of the face is what, and the hairstyle, but yeah.
Did you know that one of
There you
the
go.
I think one of the previous World's Ugliest Dog is playing Dog Deadpool in the new Deadpool Wolverine movie? Have you
Oh,
seen
that's
that?
awesome. That would be
Yeah,
pretty
there's
funny.
like a dog version of Deadpool, and there's also a lady version of Deadpool who a lot of people it was rumored to be Taylor Swift around the internet. I think that's been debunked at this point.
I've already seen it. It's
It was
debunked.
rumored, but there is a dog Deadpool, and it's one of those. It looks just like that. It's one of those World's Ugliest Dog types. It's very funny.
So the thing is, I think you get $5,000 for this. And I was like, wow.
Heck
And
yeah.
they got this dog from like a foster. Yeah, winner receives 5,000, second place 3,000, third place 2,000, and they just like adopted it for free and put it in this competition. So you can make money off of anything, I guess.
The funny thing is that these types of really ugly dogs are starting to becoming in demand because of this competition, and they're going to become expensive to buy because you can make money off of them. Like there's going to be a market for this breed of dogs that's very ugly.
So that they can also win this competition.
Yeah.
There
We're
you go.
creating some demand for it, That's pretty cool. Okay. Mason, you got anything else here?
No, that was it. I got food for thoughts, though.
Tins, did you have anything else?
No, that was my only press release. Was Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend? Yes.
Okay. Funny headline I saw yesterday. I sent it to the boys already, so they've seen it, but I thought it was funny. Fantastic Four news continues to come out. Eben Moss-Bachrach, who plays the Thing, also is in The Bear. Shout out, coming out very soon. Is it this week?
This week, yep.
Wow. There you go. So they asked him about how he's been training to play the Thing in Fantastic Four, and he just said, I've just been looking at rocks. And if you know like his personality, the way he says it, like you can imagine him saying that. It's just very funny. Okay, that was all I had there. Sony is reportedly currently casting the actor who will play Miles Morales for a new Spider-Man project. We don't know who it is yet, but it's somebody.
That's such a hot take.
They're casting.
That's some breaking news right there. We don't know who it is, but it's somebody.
It's breaking. Have you guys heard about the Mr. Beast news? The Mr. Beast Prime. Apparently, Mr. Beast is coming into the Prime family.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Beast. This is a quote from the guy who runs Prime. Apparently, Mr. Beast has an announcement coming in October that will make you understand the vision. He's changing the world, and this post will not age well for you. He's talking to a hater. So, Mr. Beast is changing the world, everybody.
Look out. Have you guys ever tried Prime?
Yes.
I've not tried it.
It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty expensive, though, now.
It's kind of like a body armor, like a caffeinated body armor.
Yeah, it's just like a weird, it's like not sugary. It's like fake sugar. So it's kind of like all the energy drinks, but it's like body armor. They make an energy drink, but they also just make a regular drink, like a fruit. Yeah, it's whatever, but it's become extremely popular because of some big names attached to it. And apparently Mr. Beast there's something happening there. So we'll report back when
we still need to apply to that competition, by the way, all three of us. Next guy up, podcasters.
Oh, the Mr. Beast one?
Yeah.
Oh, his game show?
That'd be great.
Yeah, his game show
I'm
thing.
all in.
I'm trying to be on it.
Okay. Are we good there?
Yes,
you
are.
Sorry, I was trying to look up some information on Mr. Beast Prime. I'll look it up.
He's asking us if we're good. That was
Okay, next up, we're moving. Here we go. Netflix. You guys heard about this?
Netflix, never heard of it.
They're releasing their own brand of popcorn, apparently.
Oh,
I'm
great.
all ears all of a sudden.
Big stuff. They will begin selling their own popcorn for $4.49 per bag.
Holy cow.
You get a whole
Netflix
box
branded.
of Redenbacher for that. Cult class. No,
It's
I'm good.
Cult Classic Cheddar Kettle and Swoon-worthy Cinnamon Kettle. So that's pretty sick.
Everybody that was listening,
Shout
did you
out.
see that picture that Zach showed of the
Listen, Mason,
popcorn?
you didn't just show a picture on your phone earlier in this very episode.
I do it all the time. That's why it's funny.
Okay, I think we're going to dip a little bit into some sports episodes. So Caitlin Clark, I saw this post, so that was pretty interesting. 6 networks have set records for their most watched WNBA games ever. Every single one of them has been an Indiana Fever game with Caitlin Clark. So that would be CBS, ESPN2, ABC, ESPN, Ion. I didn't even know that was a channel, and NBA TV. All have set records for their most watched WNBA games ever. Game on CBS was 2.25 million. Speaking of, there's a very good game between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and their respective teams today, and the Fever lost. So
I won.
Shout out.
Were you watching that game? Because
I watched the last 18 seconds.
Yeah,
I watched the last minute or so
because it was really close. So, yep. There is that. Let's see. I had one or two more, and then we'll pass it off. Okay, here we go. This is a borderline food for thought, but we're going for it here. Joey Chestnut got kicked out of the July 4th hot dog eating competition.
Mm-hmm.
Did we talk about that on the pod already? I think we did. He got kicked out for being a part of a sponsor of Impossible Foods, which creates like meats that are not actually meats.
Yes.
I don't. It's very confusing. He's kind of run the whole thing. The whole July 4th has pretty much been branded around him because he wins it every year. So to kick him out was truly something. And then we got an announcement that Netflix is putting on a special on September 2nd, Chestnut versus Kobayashi, unfinished beef. And they're going to have a hot dog competition live on Netflix. And so Kobayashi's been the guy who's kind of competed with him traditionally, and they've gone back and forth.
And he got kicked out of. He wasn't allowed to compete in the food competitions anymore because of the same thing that's happened in the Joey Chestnut, where he took some money to be get a sponsor deal from a company that advertises a different kind of hot dog than Nathan's, and that's why Joey Chestnut's in trouble because Nathan's is like, yeah.
Sad.
You know what they really should have done is
Nathan's going downhill.
Yeah, doing that Netflix special on 4th of July to see if they could take the views away from. I'm surprised they didn't.
No one's even going to watch it. Who cares? The best in the world's not even going to be there. Like, it's whatever.
Exactly, but it would have been even more of a one-up that they probably any of this live stuff now, like we saw, like the roast, and they're obviously doing if they ever get to the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, but that was going to be live. Any of these things that are kind of a competition or live show, I think they break record. I think they do very well. So I was just shocked. What else are you watching on 4th of July? Because Home Run Derby is right after that. So sports-wise, it's very slow on that day.
A lot of people are like on the lake or like they're traveling and they're going and doing picnics and cookouts and stuff. It does seem to be a weird. I guess there's probably baseball. Is that true? Is there MLB that day or no?
I feel like that's always when the All-Star week is because that's like the same week as when we do home run derbies, is it not? Maybe it's the week later.
Baseball schedule is hard to keep up with. I think it is. I think it's after the All-Star break, or maybe it's right before, because like a lot of starters and stuff get to chill for a little while, like they get some time off.
Okay,
I'll be looking.
So while we're here, do we want to go ahead and do our 2 quick little sports updates before food for thought?
Yeah,
or a couple.
There is games. Yeah,
there are
games on 4th. Yeah, on 4th of July.
Okay.
So
Press release. Your Tennessee Volunteers are playing
right.
for the national championship tonight, Game 3. Exciting stuff. I think we've all been pretty locked in over the last
yes,
couple of days. I think Tennessee. It is pretty fun to watch. There's a couple of guys that I work with who are traditionally not big Tennessee fans, and I've tried to get people on board with to keep it rolling. And so it's been pretty fun to watch a lot of the people who traditionally don't watch baseball kind of rally around this team. And potentially, I mean, this would be the first major championship since 1998, I think, pretty much. Like first. Obviously, Lady Vols had a couple of championships in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So that's true. But it kind of if you're talking about like baseball, for the men's side, baseball, basketball, football, it's the first one since then. So pretty exciting stuff.
It would be
I've started getting locked in.
it would be the first time a number 1 seed has won in baseball since '99.
apparently
Yeah.
that's hard. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they've been fighting against that stat the entire World Series, and so we will see if they can prove them wrong. Game 1 did not go Tennessee's way. Florida State came out swinging, and Tennessee pitching was pretty poor. But it
Mhm.
turned around today. Pitching was much, much better, and we got a couple of big home runs from some guys down the stretch. And we have extended the series, so we're going to a Game 3. Huge. Everything's on the line. Texas A&M is a good baseball team, so it's been a fun series to watch.
I feel like they don't announce pitching until. Do we know already, or will we have to wait until close to the?
No, it'll be Xander Sechrist for us.
Okay.
He is our Sunday starter, like our Game 3 starter, and he has been for pretty much the whole season. So
Okay.
they've stuck to that schedule. But at this last game of the season, I mean, pretty much everyone's on the table. Any reliever you want to pull in it's kind of time to burn your bridges. You know,
Yep.
you're not saving anybody at this point.
Nope.
Anybody that can go, that you think can contribute, you're throwing them in there. So it's been fun. It's been fun. I've learned a lot about baseball actually in the last couple of months following this team and this run. I don't watch a lot of baseball, but I've kind of been locked in enough to learn a lot. So it's been fun. I've listened to a couple podcasts and things. So yeah, it's been a fun journey. Maybe you'll become a baseball guy.
Ooh, I think I'm
Maybe
slowly
not.
turning
College
into a
baseball.
baseball guy. I've been playing MLB The Show a lot the last few days. Our dynasty draft has made our dynasty mode has made me invest into the Orioles.
First overall pick, baby.
First overall pick, yeah, that was bad drafting on my part. Could have saved them for much later, but things are how they are.
That's funny.
Had I picked maybe someone like the Celtics, I'd have some more dynasty mode points, or maybe someone like I don't know, the Florida Panthers on the
What a
verge.
transition.
What are
Yeah,
you doing here?
this
We've
was
got a Game 7 tomorrow.
so this is the second piece of our announcement.
Yes.
Did we announce the dynasty mode points for the Celtics? I can't
We did
remember.
not.
I don't
All
think
this is
so.
happening. So that was 5 points. So I've taken a lead at this point in the game.
Pretty
We have
big
a Game
lead.
7 tomorrow
Pretty
night
big lead.
or tonight. If you're listening on Monday morning, it's big. Tins, how you feel? Oilers, Panthers.
Yeah, it's been a great series. It's been a great series. If for those who don't know, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. I have a TikTok, so I can't. I'm not jinxing anything. I've already said it once, but made a future parlay after the Super Bowl. Had some free bets on Bet365 or Bet3, whatever it's called. Drove one when I drove to Kentucky after recording one night and placed some free bets. And Mason went with me because he had some free bets too. So we did two things. We made them the same. We just swapped out the Stanley Cup winner. So we had the UConn to win March Madness, check. The Boston Orioles to win 91 games. They're on pace for that. And then we had the Avs to win it all, and then we swapped it with the Oilers to win it all. Now, I don't know, because here's the thing about the Oilers. No team's ever come back from 3-0. So it's been a really nice fight. They've been fighting as hard as they could. it's a miracle they forced Game 7. But these Panthers, man, these Panthers are unbeatable. They're big. They're strong. They're so strong. They're so fast.
Listen,
Yep.
I didn't know what route I wanted to go here because this whole time I actually brought it up to talk about it today, but now I'm like scared a little because this whole time since they went on this 3-game winning streak, I've not said really a thing. The text messages kind of silent, and then I'm like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm in it." I'm just like not talking or saying anything, and so here I am in front of a mic with everybody listening, and I'm like, what route should I go? Because obviously Tins took a route. The Panthers are good. He's right.
They're a good team.
They're a good team.
I've been betting
so
on
we'll
them.
see what happens.
If you're following us over at Beat the Book, I've been betting on them, taking the Panthers. They've been that's where the value is.
Wow.
I think you get them tomorrow plus money at home.
That's pretty. Is that right? I think so.
I think I think they're minus 105.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought I heard that there was a team that did come back from a 3-0 to win the championship series. Yep.
There was. Okay.
The Red Sox.
No, in the NHL.
Oh.
Toronto became the only team in major North America sports leagues to complete a comeback from a 3-0 down to win a championship series.
When was that? Oh, that had to have been a long time ago because Canada hasn't won the Cup since '93.
It did not say. Give me someone else buffer, and I'll find it. I'll find out.
And so that's the other thing too. Like Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup championship in 30 years. It's not going to be this year. They're not ready yet. They don't deserve it quite yet. So I mean,
so there's been some talk about this potentially being the greatest comeback of all time if they can complete it. How do we feel about that?
1942, by the way. Don't answer that question, Tins.
Tins, tell me, how do you feel?
Don't answer it.
How would I feel? I think I'd be shocked. I think it would be an amazing story, something to talk about, on a sports podcast, if that could happen, if they could pull it off.
Okay, but other than, do you actually think it's what else is in the category of greatest comeback of all time? Not part of the jinx is a real topic.
The Patriots being down in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was going to say that one or the 3-1 deficit where Ray Allen scored the corner 3. Oh,
with the
yeah,
Heat.
with
that
Ray
was the
Allen.
Heat.
Yeah, what did I say?
Well, no, I don't think that wasn't the
3-1
Heat,
to the Warriors.
That was the Cavs. Ray Allen wasn't part of that.
Who shot that corner 3? I'll figure it out in a minute.
The corner 3? Ray Allen.
Corner 3 was Ray Allen against the Spurs.
But that was not a 3-1. I'll have to look it up. But there was a 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors.
Josh drafted it as his draft. That the Red Sox 3-0 against the Yankees and coming back and then winning the World Series was, I think a lot of people would look to that one as the greatest comeback, probably.
Oh yeah, that's up there for sure.
Panthers minus 115, Oilers minus 105. So it's basically almost a split.
Sheesh.
If you want McDavid to have an anytime goal scorer, it's plus 140. Just wanted to throw out McDavid.
He's been so good. He's been so fast. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done in Miami.
Analysis. It's fun to watch Tim just walk on eggshells right now. He's so scared he's going to jinx something. It's funny.
Well, I'm also trying to figure out what route to go here. So here we are. But
I can't wait for the Oilers team to listen to this pod back tomorrow before the game.
See, Zach knows what he's doing because he knows what I want to do, and he's close. I'm getting real close. Me and Mason haven't watched any of these games together. He called us cowards one time, and I said, "All right, Mason, where are we meeting to watch the game?"
He's not offering to obviously watch it with us because he's far away, but still he's not offered to do anything part of this. He's just calling us cowards. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, he's got Florida Panthers.
Okay, here's
would you rather our bet lose or have you're already got a lead? So you tell us. No, I'm turning this on you.
I'm on the record with this. I texted this. I said
he did.
I would much rather the boys win a lot of money than my 5 dynasty points. I'm already have a commanding lead. We're fine.
It's kind of a backhand compliment.
I don't need the points. I'd rather the boys win some money out of the deal.
Well, we appreciate that. Also, speaking of dynasty, now that the NBA is over, when do we get to do our whole
I was gonna
swap
mention
out?
this.
Yeah.
So Tinsley and Mason or me have a chance to switch out your team if you'd like to for a 1-point deduction on your overall score. You do not have to switch out. So I am going to respectfully keep the Celtics for the upcoming basketball season.
That is
You
shocking.
two both have the option to trade your team if you would like. Have you put any thought into this, Tins, Mason? I know Tins has.
I believe real quick,
Ronnie
I believe
James
the
is going to be
Celtics are
starting next year, so have fun with that one.
the
Ronnie
Celtics
James
are the overall favorite.
Celtics team. I mean, Lakers team.
Lakers team. Plus 290 for the Celtics to win next year.
Yeah, I'm keeping that on.
That's crazy.
I'm good on that.
So your options are Celtics. You can pick whatever, but Celtics are the lead, and then it's a Nuggets at plus 800, Thunder 850, Timberwolves 950, Bucks 950, Mavs 1,000. I'm not going to go any further than that, but there's some top picks.
I'll be trading my team. Just not sure.
Okay.
I've zeroed in on 2. I'm trying.
Maybe we could do this for Friday. We go ahead and have it ready, and we'll make our picks. Yeah,
okay.
Perfect.
So Friday's a day if you want to switch out your teams,
and then we'll also have NHL to pick. So we might as well go ahead and get that one ready as well, because the finals will, regardless of who wins.
First, if you want to trade your team out for NHL,
so we'll do both on
Friday.
We'll do that both on Friday. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay. Food for thought time. While we wrap this up, we got some. I just want to make sure I get to it. Okay. Tens, you want to pop off, or you want me to?
You want to go back and forth?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'll start us off. Everybody knows that the Olympics are coming in a couple, I guess at the end of July.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be seeing more of this food theme stuff, but Red Robin's new gold medal burger. We have one about an hour and a half away. We actually waited in the lobby. Fun little fact. Morgan, Tinsley's wife, left her keys in the car, and we were there till I don't know how late, but it was a fun little memory, just waiting after they closed to get some Red Robin. But Red Robin offering gold medal burger, which is made of 3 beef patties, 3 layers of American cheese, relish, mayo, pickles, onions, lettuce, tomato on a brioche bun. Did I say that correctly? Probably not.
Try it one more time. I just want to see what happens.
Brioche bun.
That was the same thing you said last time.
Yeah. Well, what is it? I don't know. But this is what it looks like for
brioche bun. It's brioche.
Okay, that looks like a lot. Could you eat that?
Yes.
Anybody that can see? 3 with 3 cheese. Also, what makes it a gold medal burger is the real question. But there you go.
This is Red Robin. It's big and covered in cheese.
Can I still tell this is how you eat Red Robin correctly. You go, they do the bottomless fries. You go, you get a burger, whatever. You fill up on fries, and then when you get done filling up on fries, you say, "Can I get another refill on fries?" And then you take your burger and your refill of fries to go with you. You don't eat any of it. You fill up on fries, and then you have a second meal for later. It's
what? So you just sit and eat fries, and you don't eat your burger?
It's like 12 fries.
Maybe take one bite.
The burger is fresh there and delicious. Why are you going to take it home and microwave it and it'd be trash?
Dang, God.
This is one of the worst takes you've ever had.
No, you fill up on fries and then you take it home. You can have one bite of it, but then you have a meal for later.
Okay, while we're here,
like to eat normal amounts of food and not take everything home.
I get 2 meals out of an $8.99 meal. Yes, while we're here, Zach, go ahead.
I think it's time for us to have the bottomless food talk at sit-down restaurants, especially after you guys had your Buffalo Wild Wings experience.
It's true.
Is this the biggest scam on earth to say bottomless? Even though we all know that the second one that comes is going to take forever and it's going to be half the size.
Red Robin normally does a good job with their fries. But they've done this deal for decades.
Right.
If the service was better, I think. Well, okay, the server was good. If the whole place wasn't in shambles and they fired their whole like kitchen staff the morning of, shout out! I'm shouting them at, or I'm literally gonna say Cookeville B Dubs. This happened. I'm giving them bad
Tell the
publicity right
story.
now on the
Tell the
air.
story,
I
Mason.
think we said it. We've talked about it already.
Did we talk about it on the pod?
Yeah, I think so.
They fired their kitchen staff, and we were there for 3 hours for like two or like you got 26, and it's because you took Jalen's order because we were
She
there
left.
so
She
long.
was done.
They were like, so, but I got like 18. I literally got a refill once, or was it
Yep.
twice? And it was that bad. We were there for 3 hours. But yeah, that was a scam that time. If they would have done it correctly, then it wouldn't have been a scam. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on how much you can eat. Tinsley, is it a scam, yay or nay?
It depends on how fast things are, and yeah, no, I feel like that deal at B Dubs is a good deal if you like are going to sit there all day and watch. It's perfect for March Madness. If there's games on all day, or baseball, if you're a big baseball guy and want to sit and watch baseball all day and pay $20 and eat 50 wings, like, yeah, I could do that. That would be solid. But
this is like a limited time thing, I believe. It probably will not be around for football season either.
Probably not.
I think what the game plan was is we were watching an NBA game, so we were okay with being there that long if we were eating constantly, but we were waiting the majority of the time. So I think we both got a little crabby. But okay, shoot it back to 10.
Moving on.
All good. All right. So summer menu releases are a big thing, and I, for one, am super excited about Dunkin' Donuts' new summer menu. So starting June 26th, we are getting s'mores cold brew, s'mores frozen coffee. They've got a s'mores specialty donut, a couple new energy sparked teas, the Tornado Twist, which is a strawberry banana, and then just a lemonade one. And then we are also getting hot honey, bacon and egg sandwiches and wraps. I like Dunkin' Donuts. I think their donuts are solid. I love their coffee. Their food items, like those sandwiches I just talked about, are a little bit on the pricey side, but they are solid quality. But adding s'mores to their menu has me fired up because I love a good s'mores flavored anything.
No, I'm excited about the s'mores the most, but once we get to this time of year and there's a lot of I feel like you never look at a summer limited time only menu and like, wow, that's really, I don't like that. It's usually refreshing or 4th of July themed or like camping, like s'mores themed.
S'mores, lots of strawberry and, like you said, lemon, like just refreshing kind of good stuff.
So I feel like you and Zach like the more summer limited time menus more than fall because it's like pumpkin spice in your face and a lot of things that are not like your guys' favorite. So, okay.
Well, I mean, outside of pumpkin spice, I like fall stuff. It's a lot of cinnamon based flavors, but no, I'd much rather have the summertime releases.
Maybe like apple pie stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my last one. And I know you got quite a bit more, so you can go back to back. Firehouse Subs is now they started June 17th of doing, if it's your name of the day promotion, you get a free medium. Was that one of yours? Free medium sub with any purchase if your name is picked.
Yep.
So I think I had to like screenshot or save, but like they're doing fun things like if your name starts with this letter or one of them was if your name is Mary, Jessica, Amanda, or Patricia. So they just had it's literally by random. I think what they're kind of doing here is kind of a fun, different way of
promoting.
Promoting and giving things out. So
Morgan, it's funny. Like we're not big sub people, but ever since she found out she was pregnant with his third baby, she has just been craving Italian subs constantly. And you're not supposed to eat cold. You're not supposed to eat cold deli meat whenever you're pregnant. Well, Firehouse has a hot Italian sandwich. So we've been eating a lot of Firehouse anyway, but they had this promo for if your name starts with T on Thursday. So
Look at that.
that's what I had Thursday before we recorded, and my computer would not let me join in on the episode. Fun fact. I did not skip, and I was not fired. I was in the lobby just watching because my computer was jank. But yeah, so shout out Firehouse. It has been the sponsor of my wife's third pregnancy so far because it's like her favorite thing to eat.
Another one was if your name is Carmen, Colin, Natalie, Penelope, or Sydney. So they just pick like random names, and they'll like.
Yeah.
I think if you get more excited about if it's just like, oh, get a free whatever, you're kind of like muh. But if it's like they picked 4 names and that's your name, I feel like you're more like excited to go get it if you're like one of 5 or like you're one of the 5 people that can, get it because of your name. So kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
There you go.
That makes it fun.
I do like Firehouse, by the way. The hook and ladder, top notch.
They're solid. They're definitely way better than Subway. All right, here we go.
Unless they want to sponsor us.
Unless they want to sponsor us, then I love Subway and I used to work for them. All right, here we go. I got 2 more, then we'll be done. I'll save some for next week. Not sticking to, but talking about products where like a restaurant and then they have their version of this frozen in the frozen aisle, like TGI Fridays have all their appetizers in the frozen food aisle and things like that. Hooters is entering this by giving you the opportunity to buy their wings. So they've got their smoked barbecue, their honey barbecue, and their traditional buffalo sauce wings. You can get them either breaded or unbreaded. Fun fact about Hooters, their food is very good. I love Hooters Buffalo Wild Wings, or not Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo sauce. Traditional buffalo sauce. I buy it at the store and toss my wings in it sometimes because it is very good. So shout out. Now you can just buy the wings and heat them up yourself. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're high quality once they've been frozen and heated back up. I bet they're awesome.
You're gonna have to do a review for us, actually.
I have to be better about calling things trash all the time. By the way, that's separate. I'm not talking about these wings at all. But yeah, no, I'll do a review. I'll buy some and do a review. I'm sure they're great.
All right, you had one more.
No, one more. Close us out. Fan favorite Reese cups. If you don't like a Reese cup, then I don't know what's wrong with you. You probably hate America. Probably don't like dogs. All of the above. Like you hate puppies. You don't like America. You're probably trash. But Reese cups. So to put a bow on top of it, Reese cups is coming out with something brand new. It is a Reese cup filled with chocolate lava. So it's like a molten lava cake, but with a Reese cup. And
is this separate from the? Sorry, go ahead. Is this separate from the Olympics thing? They're also doing like Olympics Reese's. So this is separate.
It's separate. Yeah. So this is coming out.
Okay.
This is actually coming out the week of July 4th. It's very bad. It's very bad for you if you're trying to run a half marathon or if you've been trying to eat the carnivore diet, which I've been trying to do. It's very hard. Lose some weight. The Reese cup filled with molten lava chocolate could be dangerous for us. I'll be like the boys. I haven't shown a picture on here yet. But here we go. Shout out my guy, Snack the Zach, on Instagram. He's the one I find all this news from sometimes.
Wow, come on the pod. We should invite
Get him on the pod. Reach out to him.
All right, I'll DM him right now.
All 3 of us.
When we have a food segment, we want him to come in.
Well, real quick,
right now.
As Tinsley's DMing that guy to get on the podcast because that's how devoted we are, I was cracking up because he said, I really need to stop calling things trash. And then literally it was not even a minute. He said, trash. You're probably trash. He said, you hate puppies and you're trash.
Well, that's because people that don't like Reese cups are trash. I'm talking about products. I keep saying certain products are bad that we need sponsors from.
Right.
But I don't think Hooters is ever going to sponsor us. We don't wear tight enough clothes.
I'll wear some tight clothes. Hooters, send me an outfit. I'll wear it on the pod.
All the audio people that don't watch it on YouTube are like, thank goodness I'm just listening to this and I'm not I'm not watching this on YouTube. Send Zach. So I'm actually gonna reach out now. Let's just
Okay.
all while Tens is reaching out and I'm reaching out to Hooters. Zach, wrap us up here on the pod.
Okay, guys, thanks for being here with us. We do appreciate you all. We make sure you stay locked in this week. We have a lot of big stuff happening. You know, we have Tennessee baseball tonight. We have Oilers Panthers, huge game for the boys on here. So stay locked in on socials. We've tried to be more active there. So lock in. We will be back on Friday with our off season. We're truly about to get in the off season. Like everything is ending this week. So we're gonna get into some NFL college football preview stuff coming up soon. We are not that far away from college football season starting, so pretty exciting stuff. We hope you guys have a great week and a great Monday. We will see you on Friday.